Hey everybody, Lord Zath here, bringing you another episode of Zath's Replay Theater. And in this episode, we have RedSeaBear in his Missouri. Figured, well, I just featured the Nelson, maybe I should feature another free XP battleship, right? Yeah, why not? Missouri is a very fun ship. If you enjoy the Iowa, you will definitely enjoy Missouri. And what makes the Missouri so good? Well, first of all, we've got this doggone gorgeous camo. Two, of course, is the historical factor, right? Sometimes we look at her and we're just like, oh my god, history, right? And three, she's got radar! So that comes in very handy. And then maybe even fourth would be the fact that she prints credits like crazy. So if you ever feel like you need a lot of credits and stuff, she might be one to consider picking up. I believe her cost is 750,000 free XP. So if you've got that stashed away someplace, spend it, and it costs 1 credit to buy the ship. That's a heck of a deal. Of course, you'll have to upgrade it and stuff with all the fun, upgrades, but, played the game a few times with this ship, and guess what? You'll be able to afford most of them. And, yeah, so let's take a look at the matchmaker. This is a tier 9 game, so RedSeaBear is top tier. Congratulations, sir. Now, he's up against a Saipan and Ranger. So Ranger on his team, Saipan on the enemy team. And this might be before the change. Now, interestingly enough, we just happened to see the Saipan's div mate there in the York. Usually when you see a Saipan, you would expect that the division mate is going to be spec'd for maximum anti-air, at the very least defensive fire. So, that's something to consider as a carrier player. And it looks to me like the Ranger has the new stock loadout of 1 fighter, 2 dive bomber, and 1 torpedo bomber squadrons. Now, the Missouri, just like the Iowa, has some really, really punchy guns. They're 16-inch guns of American piercing shells. We always like to call them that because it's fun. They can do a ton of damage. They can kind of just dig in. And I think we're about to see a Mahan get reverse Merced. And what would happen? Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. And if that's as good of a demonstration as why AP shells do a little too much damage to destroyers, I think that kind of takes the cake right there. Those were all over penetrations, it seemed. Now, RedSeaBear is running premium repair party and premium radar, both of which are very, very handy. By the guess of it, I think he's running AFT because his secondaries are definitely reaching out there. Quite the gentleman, apologizing for blocking that hood there. Flag-wise, let's take a look at his flags real quick. So, pause it here. So we've got the flood flag, or sorry, not flood, the repair flag, consumable cooldown flag, very useful to have there. This is the Commander XP flag. What is this one? This one's the anti-air flag, I believe. Yes, so this is the one that adds to DPS for anti-air. We've got over here on this side the secondary flag, the reduced fire duration flag, and Zulu flag for even more obnoxious credit earning. Cool. Good setup. Not too much I would change for that. Maybe running the speed flags here, Mike, to give you a little bit more maneuverability, more top end speed would be kind of fun. Abandoned ship. It's a fun name. Other than that, good setup, man. And look at that Type 22 or Measure 22 camouflage, I should say. That's just cool, right? It looks nice. Very nice. The camouflage, by the way, provides 100% to XP, and it's a permanent camouflage, so it's free. So it's a really good. Also, if you're trying to grind out some credits for, or sorry, XP for your containers. There's that too. I would probably have shot farther ahead because most likely the orc is going to speed up, but what do you know, he's not. Penetration indeed. Steven Seagal is excited when he gets penetration. Lewd. Now here you got a decision to make. Do you go around the island on the 1-2 line, or do you go in? And you can see the decision is he's going to do neither, and he's going to slow down because he wants that York. I completely understand and would agree. Ding! Fries are done. Torpedo bombers. Now at this point I would be control clicking the minimap to alert my teammates that there are torpedo bombers there, especially the Ranger, because, you know, those might be going for a little snipey snipe action, but now that they're discovered, they're coming in. RedSeaBear definitely running AFT, probably BFT, maybe even manual anti-air, because look at the... He already shot one plane down. I don't think he's running manual anti-air. I think he's just running AFT, maybe BFT. Anyways. Here comes that one lone torpedo. I like how you're completely ignoring it too. You're just like, yeah, whatever. And that Missouri is definitely showing you a bit of a broadside there. Question is, can you punish it? Your team's doing a nice job, by the way, of... Oh, yes, you did! Nice! Of kind of going to both ends, both flanks. Nobody on either side has gone for B cap, and that would be a good opportunity for that destroyer. Of course, he's all the way on the 10 line, doing probably not much, but this would be a good opportunity for a destroyer to go into B cap and get that cap. But that being said, with a game like this, with it clearly being very one-sided, you almost don't want to take that cap, right? Because if you take that cap, you speed up the rate at which you gain points, which means the game ends sooner, which means everybody doesn't get as much XP. So, you know, something to think about there. Oh, and we don't have C cap either. Huh, interesting. Now, I'm not sure why RedSeaBear is choosing not to shoot the Ibuki, maybe because the Ibuki's on the other side, and this Iowa... A wild Iowa appears. That's hilarious. Iowa's moving forward, kind of broadsided, turning out. Overled the target a little bit. That's alright, it happens. The Iowas and Missouri and Montana have lowered citadels, so it's a little bit harder to citadel them. That being said, they can still be citadeled relatively easily, especially at medium range like now. So, you know, don't ever make the mistake of feeling that you are invincible. And all of a sudden, this game kind of seems to be turning a bit as the Iowa takes a torp or two. Now, it's kind of bad here. You could shoot the guns and try to take the guns out. If you want to take the shot, I would have held for the Ibuki personally. But that's alright. Your 16 inches of hate just kind of bounced off his bow there. You were definitely aiming a little low, but that's alright, it happens. Ibuki, I believe you can overpen his bow. I can't remember off the top of my head. Overpen, by the way, for those that don't know, that means that your gun caliber in millimeters, I think these are 406 millimeters, when you take that number and you divide by 14.3, that magic number, if you divide that by 14.3, you'll get a number that these things will overpenetrate. So I'm going to do it right now on my handy dandy calculator on my cell phone. 406 divided by 14.3, that comes out to 28.39. So 28 millimeters is what you'll overmatch. So if that Ibuki is 27 millimeters or less on the bow, you will penetrate him. And I'm pretty sure it is less than 27 millimeters. It's probably 25, which means shoot him in the face. But anyway, it's not looking so good. The team maybe got a little bit overconfident here. Started trying to jump in and get some quick damage before the game ended, and then look what happened, right? But this Iowa wants to give RedSeaBear another broadside. Okay. Now you're... What are you doing? You're taking 10k. I'm guessing that you decided to show... I wouldn't be doing this, man. You've got a Missouri that's going to punish your broadside as soon as you get spotted. You've got an Iowa that, you know, is kind of bowing into you, and, I mean, I don't know what you're looking to get out of this. I would, personally, I would have continued to head due south and tried to kite both those battleships. I mean, you should be shooting the Ibuki right now. Shooting the Ibuki means that that Missouri doesn't get defensive fire, assuming the Ibuki is using defensive fire. Oh, there it is! Everybody cringe a little bit. Shrink into your chair. Because, oh my god, he just took a really bad citadel that we knew was coming and he still did it. Oh my god, what Now you're deciding to turn out. Alright. But now you gotta slow down your shift. Punish his broadside. Probably getting in there. Nope. 18k is still good, but bad. Ibuki, 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 Ibuki. Ibuki is using skill shells on you. That's hilarious. Skill shells, by the way, I call are AP shells. Like, you know, a lot of people say that, you know, you can do more damage if you're hit into the broadside. So, of course, if you have better skill, you know when to use AP. And, so yeah, there you go. He's not using AP correctly. At least not in my opinion. He could have set a fire. Missouri, why aren't you... Yeah, there you go. There you go. No, Missouri, go back to Missouri. Go back to the Missouri. Missouri's turning. There you go. Finish him. Nope. Now your Charles is probably going to keep shooting the Missouri. And here's where I think if you had killed that, if you had killed this Ibuki earlier, you might have... He's probably just going to burn you down now. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think your decision to show that Missouri broadside really hurt you. And you are definitely going down. You're going downtown. Missouri, again, is turning away. I love when cruisers slow down like this and go bow. And if you can overpen their bow, it just makes it so easy to target them. Why did you DCP? I would not have DCP'd there. The fire was almost out, I think. Okay. Alright. So you're thinking the Missouri because he's reversing a bit. That's alright. But of course we've got this Ibuki that's now coming in a little bit more. Missouri just disappeared. Now, a lot of players, and I think you're doing this too, like to, when they see a disappearing ship, they just kind of forget it's there. And you can't do that. Now, by charging, you're putting yourself into torpedo range of the Ibuki. I mean, I do like the fact that you're kind of charging in a sense because you're getting him to go defensive, but you need a nice kill. There you go. You need to turn in now, and you're doing it. And here's where, if you had not used your DCP earlier, you could have been using it now. You're going to eat this entire fire. I would recommend not shooting. Oh, never mind, shoot away. For a bit there, you were not detected. That's all right. And that fire will burn the entire duration. You did to him what he did to you. Oh, the humanity. 383 hit points. Wow. And look at that. Yes, you are alive, but no offense, man, you shouldn't be. Yeah, triple sit. That was like, what, 38,000 damage? That was just nuts. That was awesome. I love how the Iowa is basically playing goalie back there, right? He's trying to help defend his Saipan. That Iowa is probably a big reason why your team ended up turning it around for the win. I'm still absolutely amazed that that you were able to still survive. And it looks like this Saipan has quit. Nope, nope, he's launching planes. So he is the airfield Saipan. And what I mean by that is he refuses to move. Oh, he's backing up. Up, 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 up. Oh, no. RedSeaBear says, for the Kraken. If you wanted a Kraken, you should have held the shot a little bit longer. Oh, well. If you're lucky, the Azuma will die. I mean, you know, that looks like it's probably going to happen. I would keep going the way you were going, towards B. Try to get your guns out into Bear. Get it? RedSeaBear? Ah, anyway. And get in a position there to get him back. By the way, if you've been watching the chat, one thing that I do like about RedSeaBear is he does communicate quite often with teammates. Very important. So let's kind of review the game. You know, the biggest thing that you did was expose your citadels. You got punished hard for it. Luckily for you, you didn't die because of it. You're using the right flags and stuff like that, and your gunnery, of course, is really good. You've got pretty good aim on stuff, and obviously you are making things go down, which is good. Now, if you really want that Kraken, wait and don't shoot, but you're shooting anyway. And the reason I say that is because 20 seconds to reload, it takes forever. Torpedo, miss. Keep closing the distance, keep going. Nope. Kraken denied. Oh well. Good game, man. Thank you for sharing. As always, it was a lot of fun. And hope everybody enjoys the rest of their day. And if you have a replay to send me, please send it along. I love getting replays, love commenting on them, and can't wait to see what you can send me. And you know, if there's something you want me to look at, check out, comment on, I'm happy to do so. So thanks a lot, guys. Take care. And as always, feel free to, you know, like, subscribe, all the YouTube crap. Thanks again. Bye.